Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is to originality as Jeffrey Epstein is to integrity and morality. That is to say, it is not very original. It nails the fundamentals of good game design and borrows several different aspects from other great games, such as the Soulsborne games and Uncharted. This is not a knock against it, as the final result turned out to be a fantastic game. The epic set pieces, addictive combat, and surprisingly good and well fleshed out story all come together to make one of the best games I've played in quite some time, and certainly the best Star Wars game I've ever played. With the force of a Jedi, this game pulls you in immediately. The opening chapter is one for the ages, and I was hooked from that point on. There was no going back. Between the incredible set pieces, engaging story, and sense of progression, I kept on wanting to push forward through the roughly 20-hour campaign. What I liked most about the game was the rewarding combat. When I first started this game, I was terrible, but by the end, I felt like I could fit right in with the Jedi Council. There is a moment early on in the first planet you visit when you come up against an absolute unit of a frog called an Ogdo Bogdo. I have never hated a frog more in my life. This thing is the size of a freight train yet moves with the speed and agility of the younger, studlier version of Yoda in Star Wars Episode 2 The Clone Wars. After being obliterated by this frog a couple dozen times, I ashamedly lowered the difficulty level to easy and managed to beat the monstrosity while walking away with my tail between my legs. After making a couple of hours more progress in the game and really feeling like I had honed my Jedi skills, I had the urge to go back and fight him fair this time. And not just by fighting him on normal either. No, I had to beat him on the hardest difficulty. And that is exactly what I did. I even had a little health when it was all said and done. Now that is how you achieve happiness in a game. If there is one thing about Jedi Fallen Order that I didn't really like, it was that some sections, particularly early on, felt like they were manufactured for the sole purpose of using all of your abilities. Pagano, the first planet you visit, feels like a children's play place, with its ridged walls made for wall running and vine walls made for climbing replacing slides and ball pits. I suppose this is a common issue with Metroidvanias, as the developers clearly want to push you into using all those cool new abilities that you just unlocked. It's just that there is a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it, and Jedi Fallen Order is a bit too obvious in its approach at times. One more minor gripe I have with Jedi Fallen Order is Ciri's eyes.
Can you do it again?
Like, what the hell is going on with her eyes? She looks like she's in a perpetual state of panic and that her eyeballs are just going to burst out of her dome and roll down her face at any moment. It's disturbing. Other than that, I had a hell of a time with this game and highly recommend it to anyone who has been longing for a good Star Wars game, although you really don't have to be a fan of the Star Wars universe to enjoy it. It really has a little something for everyone, and I truly hope that EA has the balls to let Remedy do a sequel to this game, as everything about this one leads me to believe that they could truly knock it out of the park if they are given the opportunity to do so. They are clearly a talented company, and I can only dream of the leap that they could make from Jedi Fallen Order 1 to Jedi Fallen Order 2. EA, please don't screw this up. You have finally put out a game that everyone seems to be universally pleased with. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like below and subscribe for more game reviews, lists, news, and first-time playthroughs.